Hi.
Hello.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's time to murder these players again. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, orcs, goblins, minotaurs, satyrs, other failing creatures who have joined us for the stream. We're back. It is us with the Nexus.
His
Yes, I
halfling
know my mic
bigotry is
went out.
slowly getting better.
Is it? Or have I just gotten better at hiding it?
As a representative of the little people.
Mike, you're
As a
literally taller
representative
than
of
me.
the Lollipop Guild.
John, you're also taller than me.
I am not. I'm the same height as you, I think.
We welcome you to Munchkinland.
This feels worse when Mike does it for some reason. I think it's because he has
I'm
a
sure
better beard
All
than
of
me.
y'all are short.
I'm 6'1".
Exactly.
Anyway, we are with Eve is gone.
leaves.
No, I was turning off the AC.
Oh, I thought you were gonna come back with a gun.
Honestly, I also
mean,
wasn't expecting it.
My gun's... I got a gun over there.
Who's
a gun
short
over
now?
There. They're both out of reach. But my big knife isn't.
Hey, what kind of hunting knife? Where did you get that knife?
Oh, that knife?
It's hand forged. I don't know from who. My dad gave it to
One of
me.
those mountaintop blacksmiths.
Yeah.
Now I want to go grab my knife, but I have to walk all the way to. I'm not going to do that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Nexus tournament. We're back. The players, our lovely, lovely players, just finished their second challenge where they had to go in and find a precious treasure to an Archduke of Hell. Additionally, some things were learned. Number one, Norm became a train.
True.
Number two, Garrick and Virginia fully filled the narrative. Dagatha proved that she can truly cause vehicular manslaughter at any and all times she desires. And Little Molly is once again filled with the question, is Little Molly scarier than everyone else on this party?
Yes.
The answer
Scarier and
is yes.
stronger.
Oh, and of course, there's the other things like we found out that that Virginia had been mind controlled. The whole thing where apparently the Archduke is a fan of Virginia, and something about an article, but we'll get into that later. Before we do, a quick thank you to our sponsors. I would love to thank Arkin Forge and Rogue Energy for sponsoring this stream, where with the promo code WOULDBEHEROES with no spaces in all caps, you can get $5 off of your Arkin Forge order and 10% off of your Rogue Energy order, and just maybe, you will become the coolest nerd on Mars. It can't be on Earth. Unfortunately, Eve is on the planet, and the group has voted that she is the coolest nerd in the world. Unfortunately, we all put in our own ballots. We all tried cheating. Eve did it better than us.
It's true.
But
Sorry.
with that, as a quick reintroduction for those who may be new, my name is Alejandro, also known as the Greedy Dragon, and a fun fact about this campaign is Pangaea, the continent it takes place on, was heavily inspired by the guiding lens from Monster Hunter World.
I can see it.
And now moving on to the next person to introduce, John.
Hello, I'm John. Today I will be playing Norm Alman, the sentient slime sci-fighter soul knife rogue. And fun fact about him, he learned how to take a humanoid shape by inhabiting the various, we'll say unattended armors in the dungeon.
That's terrifying.
Yes.
We're going to move on from that and go with Sonia.
Hello, I'm Sonia. I am playing Molly Tov, the Goblin Alchemist. A fun fact about her is that her theory about Garrick is that he might actually be a homunculus himself. Seems like something's a bit off about him. and she suspects that a particularly talented alchemist may have created him. If so, she wants to know a little bit about that technique because while she has figured out how to get hers to fly, little Molly unfortunately can't talk, and Garrick seems to be pretty good at that.
Is it because his chin literally looks like it was chiseled?
Vita
Oh,
rays.
exactly. I mean, he just looks like someone designed him.
You know, for later
In
reasons,
the lab.
Grew him in a
for
vat.
later reasons that will become
It's the
clear.
tubes.
It's so interesting you mentioned that theory, Molly. But we're gonna move on from that and not give Mike enough time to think about it. Jess, could you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi there, I'm Jess. I will be playing Daggett the Cragdagger, a dwarf barbarian extraordinaire. And a fun fact about Dags is she was in jail at the same time as Virginia a while ago. She was in jail that time because one of her dear younger sisters set up a lemonade stand, and some local cop tried to tell them they had to have like a license for that. And maybe there was a bit of a scuffle. Maybe he made the mistake of shoving one of her sisters, so Dags kind of shoved him until all his bones broke.
Listen, I only reached for his gun a little bit.
We quickly
He's
cut
alive.
to we quickly cut to the video of Dagatha beating the piss out of this police officer.
Just
He made
full of ground and pound.
she's fully disarmed him. His gun is literally across the room. His taser has been shoved in his unmentionables. Dagatha has his cuffs wrapped around like brass knuckles and is beating this man.
The
And
pixie
her little
body
sisters
cam
are
is just like,
cheering.
oh my god!
All right. Speaking of anarchy caused from various things, let's go to our favorite anarchist, Eve.
Hi, I'm Eve, and I am playing Virginia Slim, bank robbing witch. And fun fact about Virginia, she licensed out her likeness to an educational program that teaches geography and history called Where in Pangea's Virginia Slim.
I'm going to make furious notes real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Oh.
You ever have a fun fact about
the
your
key
character
difference
that's
is
unrelated?
to avoid kids like actually seeing her and thinking that like it's like her from the thing is that she has an agreement with them to where they will never portray Virginia Slim in the series with a black hat. Instead, it's an acid green hat with black accents, and Virginia will never wear an acid green hat. It will always be a black hat with acid green accents.
Foolproof. It's like the Superman sunglasses disguise.
Now, Jess, you know what I was talking about.
Yeah, I gotta draw that. Yeah, I gotta draw that. I'm gonna add it to the list. Stuff I gotta
Honestly,
draw,
I think
thanks.
that is my favorite Virginia fact from this entire campaign. I don't think
So
you're going to
good.
be able to top that. But finally, last but not least, the man who brought the entire would-be heroes group together and for some reason gave me the keys to drive a campaign, Mike, could you introduce yourself and your character?
I could introduce myself, but everybody knows who I am. I'm so infamous. No. Hi, I'm Mike. Usually on the other side of the gaming table, but this time I'm playing because Alejandro was foolish enough to take the keys from me. Now I'm not taking them back. And I will be playing Garrick, everyone's favorite hometown hero. Definitely not genetically modified in any way by Vita rays or any kind of super-ish, soldier-ish serum of any kind. And definitely only a fighter and no other class. I was going to say a fun fact about him, but then when Eve said that thing about where in the world,
We're in Pangea.
as an alternate sort of children's identity, my thought immediately went to Miss Frizzle. So I see Eve, or not Eve, Virginia Slim, being dressed as slightly school teacher vibe with children and some kind of magical conveyance that shrinks down.
It's a big broom.
Yeah, it's
It's
Marlboro.
a super big room with extra seats. And yeah, so I don't know. I like that idea. And of course, my camera decided to go completely blurry because it hates me. So, enough about me. Well, my camera resets.
Alrighty then. We cut back in. The team has just been teleported out of the dungeon and put into a green room to rest for a moment. But as they rest, some of their eyes would go to a paper, a newspaper that has been put there. But before they can fully think on it, there is a knock. As I was reminded by one of the players, very kindly reminded me, we forgot to do the award ceremony for the challenge last week. So we're going to do that real quick. There is a knock. As one of the attendants goes, Norm's collateral damage, are you ready to present your treasure?
One sec. And Virginia, having just a few minutes ago realized that she was being mind control and is trying to put a couple things together, cast detect magic, and she's gonna look in a mirror real quick.
So when you look in the mirror with detect magic, you catch just the tail end of it. Very similar to Molly, the evocation magic that normally permeates the brain to represent synapses firing is subdued, lessened, and you catch the tail end as it returns back to normal activity.
Molly, you and me were mind controlled. Nobody goes anywhere alone from now on. Got it?
Mind control.
You see little Molly pull out a shotgun from nowhere and go,
Whoa, I didn't know there'd be any dirty, underhanded mind controlling. Who mind controlled you?
So I believe it was involved in synapse.
Synapse. I don't know who that is.
What's their team called? The new
they're
Day
called
Sentinels.
the New Day Sentinels.
New Day Sentinels. That's it.
A
She's
few
with
things
the New Day Sentinels.
A few things everyone here would know because you're all from Penji, even from just osmosis. These people, with the exception of Gideon, are all, in one way or form, considered legacies of the original Sentinels, who were the main adventuring party during the flood of Fang and Tooth.
Is mind control against the tournament rules?
Apparently not.
the-
They were able to do it.
The attendant, let me check real quick. Pulls out a rulebook. So long as it does not include murder or crimes outside of the tournament, no. No, it is not against the rules.
Virginia grabs the newspaper and just like crams it into her bag of holding. All right, let's go.
Right. So, as you come out, because of the extensive risk and damage your team specifically took on the train, the tournament organizers were kind enough to let you go last to make sure there was no lasting damage, concussions, internal bleeding, things that normal healing magic might miss. So as you come up, you see on the leaderboards, there is a countdown of all of the teams there, and you see currently at the top are in specifically current first place, the New Day Sentinels, current second place, the Tonys. And underneath it says, now what treasure did Norm's collateral damage bring to the Archduke? And you see the Archduke sitting there with what you would know is his wife and a small, very sylvan-looking child with little devil horns poking out of her head. If you need a reference, think Eri from My Hero Academia, but with 2 horns instead of 1.
Adorable.
Now, remember right? We grabbed the picture, right?
Yes.
His
Yes,
family.
You
Yes.
grabbed what we would know as a old school photograph of the family, but this is technology that is not really around in Pangea. Except maybe Virginia might know that because Fiend Warlock.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm worried about these things. It's fine.
Alright. New Day Sentinels, please come forward and represent your treasure and explain why you think it was the most important thing to the Archduke. And you see behind him, you see these massive statues portraying him in what is his known historic victories, you assume. Magical artifacts of untold power surrounding him. And you see on the wife's finger, as you go closer, you see the same ring that you let the Tonys grab. And around the daughter's neck, you'll see the pendant that eerily matches the shape of what you would know that Synapse's team, the New Day Sentinels, took.
Yeah, that checks out.
All right. Does anyone want to hand over the picture, or is
Dags has no idea what we got.
I
You're on the other side of the
trust
train.
me with that. Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
I think I'll take care of it.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, no, Virginia steps up and she says, "Well, now, sir, I don't know what could be more valuable to a man that got everything than his own family." Nah, she holds out the picture.
When you hold up the picture, you see the family freeze. As then suddenly the daughter turns, and I would like you to make me an insight check.
Oh, did I fuck up? Did I fuck up?
Oh no.
You're about to find out. Hold on, let me tell you the DC. Because you are trying to read a Fae and a Devil. The DC is 20.
A fevel, if you will.
Mhm.
A Fiend, a Devil, a Fae, and a Fevel
Wait,
to represent your daughter.
Real quick. Oh, where is it?
Can you tap in Malevolent?
2.
Well, I've got Maverick with me right now, and she's got a thing.
Is this a roll only for Virginia,
Heart
since she's
sight.
close?
One creature with a 5 feet of the sprite could see. Okay. Celestials, fiends, and undead automatically fail to save. Failure. The sprite knows the target's emotions and alignment. So. Maverick can read them like a book.
Okay, so Fiends and Fae.
I got a
just both
12.
Alright, so to you, except for the child who's making it very obvious, the two adults are completely unreadable. Even for Virginia's people reading skills, this is still a Fey lady and an Archduke of Hell. Maverick, on the other hand, through magical abilities, is going, holy shit, 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 holy shit. Wait, I have to do Maverick's voice. Oh god. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. As the daughter turns and says, Dada, Mama, they found the picture! The one that we thought the adventurers destroyed! Like, she found it, she found it, she found it, she found it! As the Archduke stands up, and he is towering over you, as he holds out his hand for the photo.
Yeah, she hands it over.
She hands it over, and you hear Maverick say, Boss, please tell me that was the real photo. Please tell me you did not make a forgery of one.
Why would I do that?
Because, let's be honest here, boss. Wait, correct voice. Let's be honest here, boss. Being able to steal from a Fey lady and an Archduke would be a pretty big deal.
That does not have monetary value.
Alright, we're in the mortal plane. Never mind. Later. We'll talk later. As the Duke looks at it, and a very soft smile comes up on his face. I thought that this had been destroyed when a group of paladins invaded my home many, many years ago. Do you know what this is?
A memory
And-
captured.
Yeah, and everyone can hear this, as his voice is being amplified. So Molly, you say a memory captured?
Mhm.
He snaps his finger. Molly, you are instantly transported right next to Virginia. That is very true. This is something that in the Hells we call a photograph.
A Polaroid.
A Polaroid, to be exact. Very right, Virginia. This was taken on my daughter's first birthday. And you see, both Molly and Virginia make a perception check.
Oh, that's 9.
2.
2, neither of you notice what is happening as his wife says, "You big softy," and he says, You're right. The Tonys returned one of my daughter's most precious jewels. The New Day Sentinels returned the original ring I had used to propose to my wife. But both of those are things that I had known were lost and could be returned. But it was you, Norm's collateral damage, who returned to me a memory I thought was forever lost. And he hits his cane on the ground, and you see on the leaderboard it says in first place Norm's collateral damage, and you see your points begin racking up, and it quickly goes beyond the 1,000 that the Tonys have. You see it goes beyond the 1,000,000 that the New Day Sentinels has, and you see it quickly goes all the way close to 1,000,000,000 points given to you as the crowd goes wild.
How are these point totals calculated? That's insane. That's insane.
Blind rules.
Real talk. It is purely the art. I used Harry Potter rules. It is purely the Archduke's personal opinion.
Minus 5 points.
And they get converted. It's a whole thing. It has to go through Hell's conversion system. Then it has to get converted into material plane points. It's a whole thing.
At the end of the day, it's close
It's a win.
to
It's a win.
we got like 100 points. They got 10 points.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. But the number is there for emotional value. But with that, the crowd goes wild. You are announced as the winners of the tournament. A round of applause is given out as the crowds at the end, they are cheering, but the teams are now allowed to disperse. Where do you guys go?
All right, everybody, we have to get back to home base right now, and we got some things to discuss. Very important things.
Okay.
And then we celebrate.
Yes. After we have a meeting
As
and sort out this paper.
Yes, speaking of paper, as everyone is going about, I need a group perception check.
We can do that. We can do that.
That's 11.
11?
14.
14?
Perception, eh?
15.
You
15?
gotta be kidding me. I got another 2.
So,
Molly's just sitting there picking her nose.
It's still
Wait,
it's a
I think Molly
little, it was a
I think
very
Molly
scary
is-
adventure.
I think Molly might be also confused. Where did little Molly get a gun?
Yeah.
Let's get a shotgun. She's
It's
asking little
appropriately-
Molly, where did you get that?
Little Molly is signing, being like, I ain't gonna tell. Snitches get stitches. But
Whatever,
as
she's
you're going
like,
through,
it was not me.
as you're going through,
Mommy?
despite Garrick waving to the crowd, the only ones who notice something is off is Dagatha and Norm. As you notice, several people, a growing number of people, are beginning to give you all dirty looks. And some of them, Dagatha, you're the only one who notices, because Norm is just focusing on the fact that they're giving him dirty looks and he thinks there might be something on his armor. You're the one noticing that everyone who's giving you a dirty look is holding a newspaper in their hands. But you notice that observation as you arrive back at your mansion.
Yep, first thing Virginia's doing is slamming that paper down on the table and reading over it real quick.
All right. Genuine question. Do you read this aloud?
I think so. She'll be like reading ahead, like in her mind, but like just like kind of mouthing it out real quick.
All right. Let me get to... On the front page, it says, extra, extra, expose on new team, Norm's collateral damage, and it reads as follows. The team, Norm's collateral damage, has been making waves throughout the Nexus tournament as underdogs who stand for the people against those who have it all.
That's
But
alright.
are these seeming do-gooders as proletariat as they seem? I mean, they do have known bank robber Virginia Slim as one of their mainliners after all. But even that is being met with the claim that Virginia, known supporter of geography from her famous Where's Virginia Slim series, is using the tournament as a chance to turn over a new leaf. Curious, our top journalist, Tav Froggerton, interviewed the family members of the team, 2 of their most important members, and more, and revealed shocking details that muddy their so far sterling reputation. Starting off with their claim that they are for the people. Are they? In an exclusive interview with team namesake Norm, it came out that the reason the team came together and joined the tournament was not to stick it for the man, for what is done to their lives, but to instead pay off their massive debts from poor investment choices that led to almost each member being billions of gold in debt, to the point they had to break out of prison just to sign up to take advantage of the loopholes allowing truly repentant criminals to compete, throwing large shade at the reputation of one goblin alchemist's small business. But it gets worse, dear reader. Upon further investigation, Tav discovered that Dagatha Cragdagger, who we've seen on Orb cry out for her clan, her family, and her glory, is perhaps not as family-oriented as she wants us to believe, having allegedly abandoned her siblings, who she has not seen in years, on their own to deal with a gambling debt despite having the gold to cover it, upon the first mention of asking for money. But some of you keen-eyed viewers may have noticed that this article says that almost every team member is in debt. Not every. That's right, dear readers, it's time to reveal the hidden secrets about the only 2 members not in debt, who have been wowing the audience with their feats of bravery and magic, and filling our hearts with joy at the budding romance between Garrick Halewood and Virginia Slim. After speaking with Norm, Tav could feel the inklings of more to be found, and to give you, our dear readers at the Sentinel Press, the truth, Tav approached Garrick, who was kind enough to fill us in.
Oh no.
As we have all been led to believe, the team has been brought together by Mountport hero Garrick Halewood with the help of team manager Vince McNome, and Garrick, sensing something in her, pushed for known criminal Virginia, who he himself had captured, to be included in the team to give her a chance at redemption, and a beautiful romance grew from there. But during the interview with Garrick, it came out that he was not the one who pushed for Virginia's release, but it was instead Vince who had to convince him after a private meeting with Virginia Slim. And more investigation on the airship and an interview with the captain, it revealed that despite claims it was during this trip that romance blossomed, but the 2 did not spend much, if any, time together. But Garrick was adamant in the interview that he could lead Virginia away from a life of crime. These facts, dear reader, plus the discovery that it was one Molly Tov who sold the bombs Virginia Slim allegedly used in the attempted bank robbery, leads many to believe that the whole team meeting was in fact nothing more than an elaborate prison break orchestrated after a deal was struck between Virginia and Vince McNome, who it has since been discovered is a known scam artist, so that she, with a team of criminals and ruffians, can manipulate the rules of the tournament put in place to help the disenfranchised, who were forced, not chose, to turn to a life of crime to restart their lives, to keep her supposedly flawless criminal record free from failure. And on Garrick's side, we have not a hometown hero giving someone a chance, but instead an egomaniac obsessed with the riding the waves of fame and trying to hide his nefarious nature by trying to force Virginia away from her criminal livelihood. So we ask you, dear readers, are these the people who you feel should represent you?
Virginia stands up and just puts her hands on her hips.
There's more at the bottom. It says Tav Frogerton would like to thank both Garrick Halewood and Norm for their exclusive interviews and hopes to talk with them both soon.
All right, first of all,
talked to a frog.
Don't talk to press.
I don't think I've talked to anyone named Prash.
Those are lies.
I'm gonna
No,
find
I
this.
think they're true.
I'm gonna find this
most of
Tav
this is
Robertson
actually
and
pretty
rip his legs
accurate.
off.
This is a pretty well written piece.
Yeah, you
That
did
that
research.
said, this is all completely fixable. This isn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
This is all lies.
No, I mean, most of
didn't
that's actually
disregard-
pretty true, but
Didn't know my sisters needed money for gambling. I thought they just wanted money. I don't have money.
okay,
They
well,
called me evil.
maybe that part's not true. I'm saying most of it's true. Second of all, yeah, don't talk to press. All right, if some stranger comes up and starts asking you a bunch of questions, tell them no comment.
Okay.
He called me a manipulator. That's
Yeah, well, that's what manipulators do. He manipulated you into telling him a bunch of stuff that you shouldn't have told him because you weren't following the narrative. All right, that's why I set out the narrative. You tell them the narrative.
The narrative.
The narrative.
What's-
That way, there's nothing that they can use. Okay. Now, normally, I operate in a very specific way. I'm quite literally an agent of chaos. The best way that an agent of chaos can enact chaos is by carefully planning every little thing out. All right? Let's put it this way. All right. You know how that whole concept of everybody is the main character of their own life? All right. I'm the main character, the writer, and the director of my own life.
Oh, it's a vanity project.
Kinda, yeah. Okay, so I normally don't pull people that I'm working with into this whole concept of the narrative, right? But I think that we could actually win this. So I think I'm going to have to introduce y'all to something. And she snaps her fingers, and her clothes change from her whole Mad Max fit to looking like a sexy professor model photo shoot kind of look. You know, glasses, hair done up in a bun, too many buttons undone. And her book, her tome, floats up out of her hand and opens up and starts projecting light onto the wall. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Blip.
All right, give me
Let me
like 5
make sure.
seconds to get all of this sorted.
Tell me when you're
Okay.
ready, and I will
We ha-
swap over.
We are staring into infinity.
Okay. Oh no, I closed the thing. There we go.
Whoa.
Hey,
The thing.
can you see it?
No.
Do you have a multi-monitor setup?
No.
Impressive.
Nothing showed up for you?
No.
What's an ad right now?
I'm looking at OBS. There is nothing.
It's a black screen.
Yep.
How about now?
back to black. Oh,
Up.
no.
Oh, it's
Oh.
infinity.
Alright,
can see it.
Infinity.
Wait, what? Why is it doing that?
It says your stream is still saving. We paused this to save your resources.
Yeah, it says your stream is still running.
Maybe you're choosing the wrong application. Maybe.
Let's see. One
window?
sec.
Can you just share your screen?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second for.
And is it full screen now?
Yes.
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 Okay, great.
Just
On
give me
our
1
end, yes.
second.
On the stream, it's a little off.
We gotta fit
John
it.
is fixing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta fit it. John, if you need to, cover me. Have it go
There we
above
go.
me on it.
Nah.
There
it's
we
fine.
go.
Got it. Okay.
So I would like to introduce the meta narrative and you. This will be a brief rundown of the narrative, how we use it to construct the plot, and where you all come in. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Just a heads up, out of character, I cannot see what you are doing, so if you raise your hand, you have to tell me.
That is fair.
Alright, so starting off, we got some definitions. First, the narrative. The narrative is the building blocks of the plot. It's how the audience latches onto and interprets the story that we're telling. 2, the plot. The plot is the structure of the story built from the narrative. This is what the audience sees. The audience are the people that we want invested in and believe in our story. Alright? And finally, the meta-narrative. This is our understanding of your place in the narrative and the plot, your relationship to the audience, and your capacity to have control over these things. We all understand? We all on the same page?
Yes.
Good.
Sure.
So, who are the audiences? First off, you got the people. This will be our primary audience. Our goal is to keep them on our side and believing that we are on theirs, fighting the good fight. That's why we're gonna have to fix this whole shoddy reporting situation. Second, the organizers. As long as we're profitable and entertaining for the organizers of the tournament, they'll want to keep us around. Got it?
Yes.
And finally, Malevolencia. One of these days I'm going to be able to pronounce her name right. That'll be my demonic patron. She wants to be entertained, so I entertain her. So long as she remains entertained, we are all far better off. So, what is the narrative? It was my idea to make the team. We were wrongly accused. We represent the common people. We are not acting out of self-interest. Alright? It might work towards our self-interest, but that is not our primary goal. And finally, the top teams are self-centered, cruel, and represent oppressive systems.
Aren't we currently one of the top teams?
Yes.
Yes, but that's because we're good guys and we're the heroes.
Oh, okay.
Didn't the paper already say that we're not the heroes?
Yeah, that's we are going to fix that. All right.
You see, the papers are driven by profit.
Exactly. There you go.
They make more money by smearing us.
Oh.
So, why should I stick to the narrative? Because if you control the narrative, then you have the most control over the plot. If you control the plot, then you're the protagonist. If you're the protagonist, you are the most likely to win.
Or
Got it?
Go pro. Because it has pro
So-
in the name.
We're going to do a short exploration of the potential plot. This is not necessarily the exact plot that we'll be following. Things are kind of subject to change. I normally stick to shorter plots than what we're doing here. I'm kind of more of an episodic person rather than a feature length, but we're exploring new territory. So, the way I'm picturing it, we're probably going to want to go for a linear single-strand underdog plot line It's very straightforward. It's very easy. It's very simple for everyone to grasp and get on board with. So, first things first, you got the introduction. We were arrested. We all met in jail after robbing a bank, being falsely accused for it. All right?
We did.
That's already done. Well, okay, you weren't. This the short. You're like the protective hero dude that got wrapped
Technically,
up
we did
into
meet
it.
you in jail.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
We all met in jail.
Huh.
We
True.
were all in trouble for doing a crime that we didn't commit. This is already done. We ain't gotta worry about this part. Bing, bang, boom. Second, inciting incident. We're all given an opportunity to participate in the next tournament. We're doing it to clear our names and get back at the systems that were weaponized against us and the common folk. Once again, it's already done. Here is where we are currently at. Rise in action. This is where we're doing the tournament. We'll win, we'll lose, but on a steadily upward trajectory. We'll learn lessons, refine our skills, make friends and enemies, yada yada yada. This is your fun and games section. So we'll be in this for a little bit. This is kind of the area where, like, if we opt to kind of change up the plot a little bit, this is where we can do it. Later, we're gonna run into the crisis and the climax. All right. Likely to be betrayed by a trusted individual, and all will seem lost. Failure will look all but guaranteed. But in the last moment, we will come together and pull victory from the jaws of defeat. This is also where most of our major character growth will occur. This is the end of like the individual story arcs, like our big character moments. And we got the fallen action. We won. This is our victory. We get to make our wishes and have all our fun rewards and everything. But if the betrayal didn't happen before, it's probably going to happen here. As some sort of fun twist. And then the resolution. We've all grown. We're moving on. Our lives were improved by the adventure and the lessons that we learned along the way. And the antagonists all get their just desserts. All seem pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I can imagine that there is a bit of concern about, like, hey, you mentioned betrayal in there a couple times, and yes, I did. So, who's going to betray us? Virginia. Low risk, high redemption. I kind of represent the outsider, the experienced outsider, what was brought in to, whip everyone into shape, make us all better as a team. So I'll probably get presented with some sort of opportunity to abandon my obligations to the team, and then I'll come back at the last moment, having learned from the error of my ways. And I'll come back in and save the day.
You're implying that somehow you'll develop a conscience.
Yes. Norm. Norm, low risk of betraying the team, high chance for redemption. Honestly, if Norm does it, it'll be because they were tricked or just completely on accident. They thought they were doing one thing, they were actually doing something else. So they almost certainly redeem themselves. Honestly, kind of the same deal with Molly. Low risk, high redemption. Betrays team on accident because she was tricked. Once again, absolutely gonna redeem herself if she does that. Dagatha, kind of right smack in the middle. Medium risk. You might get punished. You might get redeemed. Probably for personal reasons relating to her family. I don't know. We kind of got to feel out your storyline, see if there's an opportunity there.
My storyline.
Then we got Vince. Very high risk. Absolutely will get punished. Gonna do it for selfish reasons, money, safety, whatever. Honestly, regardless of if any of us do it, he's almost certainly going to do it also. I wouldn't be too concerned about that. Then finally we got Garrick. Garrick, very high risk of betraying the team. Almost certainly to get punished. It'll be out of like moral obligation, likely stemming from objections to me. That said, if we decide to pursue the romance subplot, that will increase his chances of redemption because he'll come to his senses and come back to the team.
Where'd you get these
I know what you're
photos,
saying.
Josh?
But I don't want to betray the team. So what? I don't fucking care. You're serving the narrative and the plot. After the resolution, the story's over and it doesn't matter anymore. All is forgiven, and I will personally see to it that you're taken care of for any hardship you suffer while participating in the narrative and the plot. In conclusion, stick to the narrative, build up the plot as we go. Everything you do should serve the narrative and plot. Communication is key. Only discuss the meta-narrative in private. Are there any questions?
Yes, Virginia. I, the Dungeon Master, have a question for you, Virginia.
Yes.
Yes,
Should
John?
I just go? Do I need to be here anymore? I mean, it seems like you have it in hand now. I can go.
Well, no.
All right. Stay.
I need a producer.
Okay. I will stay on, Virginia.
Anyone else, aside from God?
Norm raises his hand.
Norm.
Are we certain that these tournament-provided housing units are indeed private and they're not like spying on us with hidden pixies?
All right. I would have assumed I would have, like, I've been walking around with Detect Magic on a regular basis. There ain't no, like, scrying stuff inside the house, is there?
Maverick has swept the entire house 300 times because he has nothing else to do. So he pops up and says, "Reporting for duty! All bugs, spying pixies, screw orbs, and other listening devices have either A, been destroyed, deactivated, or viciously murdered."
There you go. Any other questions?
Will Synapse be the reason I betrayed the team?
It's very possible. It's very possible. See, I appreciate that initiative. Already getting prepared.
Dagatha raises her hand.
Dagatha?
All right, you said we're we're doing all this for this greater good for the narrative, and that we can't. I got a little confused. You said we can't be doing it out of self-interest, but I'm definitely doing this out of self-interest.
Yeah,
We're all doing this,
no, you can do it out of self-interest. It's important that nobody knows that you're doing it out of self-interest. All right?
Yes, you see,
You're
the self-interest of the
engaging-
working class is survival, so it's good.
Maverick leans into Virginia. Boss, two things. Number one, I think they're getting caught up on the difference between the narrative and what's the truth. And two, I think you have actually made Molly class conscious, and she's gone full revolutionary. I found some notes in her room. It's very good reading, but it fully includes the destruction of the bourgeoisie.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. That still works in our favor. All right. So yes, there is a difference between truth and the narrative. That is why you're aware of the meta narrative, how you exist in relationship to those two things. All right.
So-
We don't need the audiences knowing the truth. All right. We need them knowing the narrative.
So my
I have one more question.
being a hero
After him.
is what would betray the team.
Yes.
Just don't do that.
Well,
Or
no,
don't
no,
use
no,
that?
absolutely no.
hero.
Betray the team if you see a good opportunity in the crisis or the climax. Betray the team. It's good for the story.
Why would I betray the team?
It's good for the plot.
Well, in the mountains, we had this concept called kayfabe, where you would pretend to perform actions, but the actions had no sincerity behind them.
No, Norm. It's she like grabs Norm's weird gooey face and her fingers kind of slide in just a little bit. She says, "You're starting to believe." All right, Norm's getting it.
Norm, could you roll me a quick history check?
Yes, I can. Oh no, that was the bad dice. Okay, give me a second. And a solid 10.
You have no idea how you know this information.
Yep.
All right, so it's like a play, like a
Exactly.
It's a
Yes.
show, a presentation,
right.
entertainment.
Ah. What if at the low point of the story, we have the
Am I
dramatic
supposed to be a
reveal of
heroine?
Virginia's true identity as a small bird?
As a small bird. What?
Yes. You were originally a small forest creature, were you not? Magpie, I suspect.
No.
What?
No, why would you think that?
No,
You
she's a witch.
you made a deal with a demonic entity
Yeah?
to steal things.
You
But
see,
no,
man,
that is not why I made the deal. I did not make the deal to steal things. That is more of like a coinciding thing.
Ah, yes, you wanted to be human, and you also enjoy stealing things because you are a magpie.
No, I was human.
Molly, if she were a fae, you'd be fully on the right track. But she made a deal with the demon. They eat magpies. They don't transform them into people. That's a fae thing.
Oh,
They
my
literally
mistake.
have it patented.
I do get mixed up when it comes to entities like those.
All good, honey. All good. It happens to everyone. Even I do it, and I'm literally fae.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this here, so you can go ahead and swap back.
Alright. Let's
To-
just...
Play to the narrative. I have to be evil.
No, you'd have to be good.
No, the exact opposite.
Whoa.
You still gotta be a hero.
I'm already good.
You got to be extra
Yes.
good.
I need you to kill the
Good,
screen
but
share.
misguided.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Well,
There we go.
Virginia's tome is
We're
just
back.
like slowly opening a portal to forever, and it's like, can you close that?
Oh, sorry. Projection magic is a little difficult for me. It's not my focus.
all right.
I
So
have another
that-
question about privacy.
Okay.
Okay, and I rolled for this, so, everyone but Garrick is going to hear the following thing in their head. Is this private enough?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Okay, good. Because this is going to last for 2 hours, and I don't know how to shut it off.
Okay.
So, Garrick, you are seeing everyone stay completely silent and staring at Norm.
Does this sound any different from him normally talking?
No. Well, maybe less
I need to
bumpy.
roll a perception then, because I don't think I noticed anything.
Oh, yeah, because he doesn't have a mouth either.
He doesn't have a mouth. I got a 12.
Well, he's not trying to hide it.
All
Hey,
right. So,
Virginia told us we're already safe in here. There's no one listening. You can just say what you need to say to the team, Norm.
so Garrick. Let me. All you gotta do is just stick to the narrative. All right. You want to help people and do good things.
Yes.
All right. So that's the narrative.
Why then would I betray the narrative?
Boss, I think I can help here. May I?
Go ahead, Maverick.
Maverick flits up. Garrick, eyes here, please. All right, listen. For you, the narrative is not a lie. You are a hero. And if the party, if you see an opportunity to make yourself seem like an even bigger hero by screwing over the rest of these guys, they are giving you permission to betray them temporarily.
Yeah, for instance, if you decide that I'm actually too nefarious to associate with, that if you don't believe my intentions are good, you are more than welcome to betray me.
Or after I go tear off Cap Frogerton's legs.
Or if I attempt to blow up a mansion.
I mean, I expect most of these things.
Yeah, okay. So, what I'm saying is that there's a significant chance that you might do that.
That would be to the detriment of the party.
Yeah,
That's the point.
How does that
of
benefit
the narrative?
When you're back
because
in jail?
it's good for the plot. It keeps the audience excited and invested in the story.
So Virginia said she's more likely to be the betrayer than you.
Oh no! No, he's way more likely to be.
No, he's.
betrayed.
Oh, I got back.
No offense, Dagatha. You and Garrick are. Garrick and Vince are considered the three highest likely to betray the party.
Yeah.
We did all threaten to murder and maim Vince, so he might be lower on the list.
I mean, he's really maimable.
No, that's actually why he's so high on the list.
Oh.
Is because we're an active threat to him.
Who?
Right when you say that, Vince McNome barges through the doors. You hear shouting, screams, the sounds of bottles being broken, and pretty sure several shotguns cocking as he closes the doors like, so, I'm assuming you all read the news.
Hey, it was Lazarus Life.
A lot of editorializing.
I thought it was mean.
Fully agree with you, Molly, there. Way too much editorializing. So unfortunately, many of my businesses have been discovered, shut down. Several people are asking for their money back that I do not have the ability to do. On the other note, we have thousands of interview requests from various news sources pouring in, if anyone is interested in taking those.
Okay.
A few of them I do think would be interesting.
No.
Wait.
No.
Wait, you said not to talk to the press. This is the news.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the press.
He looks at his hands like he's just discovered sapience for the first time.
Yeah, don't talk to journalists. Don't talk to the news. Don't talk to the press. All right. Just stick to the narrative.
We're not talking to these mudslingers. Virginia, we gotta fix this.
One thing, though.
Vance, what the fuck did you just do?
Honestly, Virginia, this time it is not my fault. It is the tournament organizers themselves.
What the fuck did they do then?
So, if you guys don't, in case you guys don't know, there's a very popular show that always happens every single Nexus tournament where one of the previous winners, not the first one, the fourth one, the one right before this one, she did this, it's a whole thing. Chronomancy, it's a whole thing. Where she does like a pseudo interview / entertainment show with various teams. And well, here's the thing. Normally, it's very common for the contracts to include at least one mandatory appearance when their team is doing well. You guys were supposed to go last because you were doing so well. Underdog Story interview you before the finale of the whole tournament. She has moved you up to the top of the list.
When is this?
No. Here's the important thing. I can hold them off
10 minutes.
for like a day. At most. But if I do, and you leave the mansion, you are going to be hounded by reporters and the like. But it would give you the chance to go out and maybe change. I'll be honest, one of the listening devices that Maverick missed is mine. I took care of all the rest that were not mine. Maverick goes, what? It would give you the chance to fill in the narrative some more before the show. Because I looked into this lady, and I'm gonna be honest, from a scam artist who has literally scammed adventuring guilds, she terrifies me.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. This is all very fixable. As long as everybody sticks to the narrative. Got it? I'm dead serious. Is there any confusion on the narrative?
We are
And your
a
place
bunch
in
of
it.
underdogs who are not going to betray each other until the climax of the story.
You don't do that. Is meta narrative text. Don't tell
mention
people
that.
the meta narrative.
And
Okay.
Part of
I
the
am the
performance.
hero,
Secret.
and I will betray the group by being more of a hero.
Yeah, maybe these two should not be left unsupervised. Gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, no one's going anywhere alone from now on. Flat out.
Well,
Them's
Norm and I
the-
could go
them's the
together.
rules. No,
Yeah.
you and Norm absolutely cannot go off alone together.
Pompadour droops in sadness.
All right,
Right,
Molly, we have to
I'm
keep an eye
sorry,
on
but
these two.
y'all are almost certainly the reason that our current situation is as bad as it is. Now,
Yeah, we're directly.
I'm not mad.
quoted.
I'm
You
not
stopped
mad.
betraying.
We had not discussed this. All right, so I'm not mad. This is all fixable.
She's not mad. She's disappointed.
Yes, I'm a little bit disappointed, but honestly, I'm more disappointed in myself. All right.
You got caught robbing a bank.
I did not rob that bank. First of all, why would I need bombs? I could shoot a fireball.
That is true. That's an inconsistency in the evidence.
Like,
Not
I
that
have
your
so
bombs
many
aren't amazing,
explosives
Molly.
just that can come out of my hands. I do not need bombs. I'm very open about the fact that I was going to rob it.
And if you did, you would have gotten away with it.
Even if I didn't get away with it, I would have been bragging about it while I was in jail. I'm very open about the fact that I do crimes.
Virginia Slim doesn't do sloppy jobs.
I don't do sloppy work.
That's right, Dagatha. Protect your Sully from
Yeah.
bad press.
Dag's only about 50% sure what's going on, but
That,
So-
that's,
Virginia.
So should we say that Paul robbed the bank and that it was like a bank for?
honestly, we
middle
don't
class?
need to get into who robbed the bank. All right, because honestly, it doesn't matter. Maybe they do think that we robbed the bank. It doesn't matter. Our narrative that we are sticking to, and it wouldn't matter if we did in fact rob the bank, which we didn't. But the narrative says we did not rob the bank. Therefore, we did not rob the bank.
And why did I arrest you?
Because you're an idiot.
False pretenses.
Because you're a hero and she's a criminal.
You
Ghost
made a
behind you.
mistake. Because of ghosts.
Scotty just turning into the specter of death behind you.
And we are, Dagatha looking at her chicken scrawl notes. We're fighting against the systems weaponized against us. for the
Yes.
little man.
Yeah.
I point to Maverick. The little man?
No. We're the little man. We're the little guy.
I'm not little.
Not literally. In the eyes of the system.
I lean to you,
Economically.
Virginia.
You
And I'm
know,
like,
the state and the rich and all that.
did he smack his head on the train?
I don't know. He seems a bit slower than usual.
All right. Also, you said, we only go somewhere as a group, but I have to go. Actually, does it
Garrett?
benefit the
Oh,
narrative?
go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
does it benefit the narrative if I go help my sisters?
Or would they be saying that
No,
as
not right now, because right now, if you rush out there and run to confront your sisters, it's going to look like you're just trying to do sloppy cleanup. All right, so you need to figure out how to explain why you didn't, and you don't even need to necessarily explain like why you can go into potential issues that you've had in the past with your sisters.
Oh, no. They just need to learn from their own mistakes so they don't follow in my footsteps. Wait,
Keep in mind, Dagatha, as you say that, you remember... How old is Dagatha, real quick?
Dagatha in dwarf years, probably 50 or 60, but it's like early mid-20s. She's like an adult, but
Okay.
barely.
she's young for a dwarf-ish.
So your next oldest sibling is, in human years, like 19.
Yeah, they're teens.
I'm laughing. So, you are realizing your much younger sibling as you go through, because let's be honest, you've signed up for a lot of schemes and had to get yourselves out of them. You do realize at this moment your siblings may have gotten into a gambling debt with a loan shark or some other nefarious person.
Took advantage of them.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, does it fit the narrative if I go break some loan shark's legs after I break Frogerton's legs? When are we breaking Frogerton's legs?
Not immediately.
Alright.
I think it'd be more beneficial to have
I think we also
a
get
closed
through that
door
directly.
meeting first.
Oh,
Right.
with Frogerton?
Yeah.
Tav Frogerton.
Yes.
You want to have a closed door meeting with Tav Frogerton.
Yes.
Virginia, do you know who Tav Frogerton is?
Yes.
Here's the press.
She points at the paper.
It's news.
You guys aren't in Pangea Prime, so you might not. So, you see right here where it says top journalist?
Top rag journalist. This honestly kind of
Opinion,
sloppy.
opinion notwithstanding on his writing skills. The reason he is that is because quite frankly, he's insane. Like, he's interviewed crime lords and beaten them up because he felt like it. So, I'm just saying, I can set up the closed meeting. Please do not threaten him.
I wasn't gonna threaten him.
I was gonna threaten him.
I'm mostly worried about Dagatha, I'm gonna be honest.
Alright, Dagatha, don't be threatening. Well, I mean,
Fine.
don't be as threatening.
She like scrunches down in her
Be right.
spiky
Yeah,
armor.
she scratches down and like just those muscles just are fucking huge.
Just
Ooh.
shreds the upholstery on the couch.
He lied.
Yeah. No, I trust me, I know. I want to correct
He's
the narrative
More
because
to the
clearly,
narrative that I am.
listen. All right, what happened was that he took advantage of your inexperience with the press. Alright? In order to manipulate your words to serve his
true.
purposes. Alright? Like, I think, trust me, I've dealt with these people before. This is all manageable. Alright? You just gotta put the right pressure in the right places. I also want to speak to his editor.
Wrench, I have a rules question.
Yes, Norm.
Okay, if you're in a closed room with someone, and your natural biology just so happens to create a large quantity of ammonia gas that reacts poorly to a mammal with lungs, is that against the rules?
Because you're aware of it, yes, it would still be considered murder.
It
Yeah,
like
I think you'd
snaps,
have
but
to
it's
give
like
them appropriate notification.
he snaps in kind of like a dang it type of motion, but it sounds like a seal like clapping. Just
Right. So, should I try to hold off your appearance by a day?
Yeah,
So
do that.
you got it. He pulls out his sending stone, puts it to his like, yeah, we're gonna need to hold it off for like a day. For you and my team, they got a bit hurt, more hurt than expected. They need to rest. We want them to look presentable. Come on. All right, sounds good. Thank you. Boop. Great news. They're willing to wait for a day. They're just gonna interview one of the other teams first.
Perfect.
It's. He like stops for a second. I forgot what I was gonna say.
happens to me all the time.
One sec, sit there. Cast detect magic. Look at his head.
You cast detect magic and make me an Arcana check.
Oh boy. That's 13. I'm not rolling great.
You don't see anything off. You think he genuinely just forgot what he was about to say. Which, given how you did see several people with throwing a pitchfork at him, could just be his adrenaline is wearing off.
I feel like
Molly's
I'm
gonna
still
go over.
paranoid.
Molly's gonna go over to the window and take a peek out.
There is an angry mob outside.
No one I recognize amongst the mob.
Well, you know what? Roll a perception check for me.
Let's see here. Oh, you think you're rolling bad today? I rolled 3 perception checks. 2 of them were 2s, and this one's a nat 1.
With a nat 1, at first you're thinking, okay, these are all clearly about Vince, because it's come out that he scammed a ton of people. But as you're going through, you see like the majority are there for Vince. Some of them are there for you, and you see, drunk off of her ass is your sister.
Ooh. That might be a small problem.
Yeah. I feel like everyone's bad rolls could currently be attributed to Norm, who's just thinking very loudly, is Ranch gonna eat that tomato on his lapel? It's just sitting there. Wonder if I can get it without him noticing.
Should we do something about this crowd out there before they I don't know, try to burn this place down or something?
I mean, you could try talking to them. I can't go out there because they will kill me. We could also burn the place down.
No, we need somewhere
No,
to
I'd
stay.
rather not burn the place down. This is where we're sleeping.
Oh, that wouldn't fit the narrative.
Nah, it could potentially fit the narrative in the future, but right now, let's not burn the place down. Alright, we're still kind of trying to establish the narrative with folk. Let's just go talk to these people. Let's just go walk right up to the door, open it up, and say, "Hey, what are you all yelling about?"
Hello. There's a dead silence as you come out. Someone from the back. I'm honestly here just to fuck up Vince. I think you see some hands pop out, points to the left side of the crowd. I think they're here just to protest you guys.
Okay, well, first of all, yeah, no, everybody wants to beat up Vince. That's totally understandable. Just try to, take it one at a time. Don't kill him. He handles the paperwork and everything. So, I don't really want to do it, but, if you want to kick his ass, just do it, one at a time out in, a dark alley or something, okay? Don't go screaming at me and yelling stuff at my domicile.
You see Vince pops his head out. I will be in a dark alley on the 3rd day from now. I need the next 2 to get my affairs in order just in case. And he's going to make a quick check with advantage thanks to Virginia.
Come on, that one.
So he got a nat 20.
Oh!
I'm not shitting you. I'm actually going to take a quick picture and show you. So we can put this in the fucking thing so no one knows I'm fucking with them. Gonna just put this in the chat real quick.
Nice.
Nice. Wow.
As you see, a good third of the crowd goes, okay, and they go off into a large grouped corner as they begin making a schedule, setting rules of engagement and stuff like that.
Virginia just puts her hands on her hips and says, "Now what's y'all's problem?"
Go fuck yourself for making us feel good about ourselves for 2 days before it got revealed that you lied?
Oh, really? I lied? It's not potentially, I don't know, maybe the systems at hand, what needs to kind of distract you away from the problems by putting it onto other people? Is
Make a
it
persuasion check.
is maybe that, oh, I don't know, the people with money, what owns all them papers, might have some sort of incentive to lie and talk shit?
I think Virginia should have advantage because the people want me.
They want us to be their heroes.
What'd you get, Virginia?
17.
17. You see some of the crowd pause. They think about what you say. And then someone says, yeah, it's hard to believe that when most of your team is in fucking debt.
Oh, are they in debt? How many of y'all in here are in debt? Huh? How many of you been screwed over by some lying, cheating, scamming organization what sees you desperate and in need and takes advantage of it? Huh? Are we out here throwing stones at glass houses? Huh? Look at all these people. They done got scammed by Vince there. They're working it out. They ain't throwing rocks at my house no more. They're sorting this shit out.
One of them pops their head up. We're having a problem. We can't agree on an appropriate number of punches per person because his gnome body looks very fragile.
It is.
One per person,
yeah,
and then you just go back to the back of the line.
Yeah, get like a healer or something.
They go back to writing it down. Make me another persuasion check.
But yeah, Virginia will get a little mental blop from a Norm that's like, if you need to, the journalist did literally talk to one of your party members who does not have a brain. So, maybe that could be used?
Hey,
That was 18. Also, come on, just because Norm listen. I love the guy. He literally ain't got a brain. He's a slime. All right, like things get
Oh.
kind of jumbled around in there.
With an 18, that is another
Nora's
success.
just thinking, I was talking about Garrick.
You hear someone wondering, it was Norm, in the article, it was Norm who said there were billions of gold in debt, but maybe he doesn't know how to count properly?
Yeah, Norm is currently like pressed up against one of the front windows.
Oozing.
Yeah, just like splatted up against it.
Alright. And then someone from the front who is wearing a Virginia X Garrick shirt says, was the romance a lie?
Listen.
I kind of want to.
Oh, what are you doing?
I kind of want to.
If you want to do a thing, do the thing.
I need consent from the player.
Oh.
What player?
You.
But to do what? I
The narrative.
Well, yeah, no. Once again, by all means. It's
We
for
owe our
the
lives
plot.
to the narrative.
Then Garrick kind of takes off his helmet, and does the whole slings the shield behind, and it stays there because it's now
Because magic.
Sort of mutters just under his breath, narrative. And he sort of walks up, takes Virginia's hand, and dip. And basically sort of bends down into that sort of last position of a tango sort of thing, letting them all get enough of a fill, and tries to make it as convincing as possible, and then sort of even does the whole and then stands her up straight. We are being professional, and tries to fake the fake romance and fake not being interested, but trying to make it believable.
Fake the fake out.
There are so many levels of fake here.
I was gonna give you advantage on the performance check until you said trying to fake the fake out, which for Garrick, given his confusion on the narrative itself,
I don't know which way I'm going with this.
Would hamper him more than anything. So
One sec, I'm going to help him out.
Okay, so roll with advantage.
As he's like picking her back up and saying all that, Virginia just kind of like playfully pushes him back and says, "We're exploring some options."
So what I roll? What am I rolling?
You are rolling a performance check with advantage.
Performance.
Because
Advantage.
Virginia is giving you the help action now.
Okay. I rolled my dice. Come on. Show me the thing. I have. Don't even know where it went. Did it even roll?
I'm not saying it currently.
Oh, it rolled in D&D Beyond for some reason. But it didn't roll advantage, so I'm going to roll it again.
Oh, there it is.
Wait, what did you get on the original one?
The original was 14.
14,
rolled an
okay.
18. An 18.
18.
I am using Tactical Mind, which means I get to roll to use one of my second wins, and I roll an extra d10.
Okay, you need to get a 5 or higher.
Wait. Can I also assist? Let me see what my psychic masteries let me do. Ah, dang it! It's for me. Never mind.
Now, do I roll with each one, or do I roll with the?
No, you only roll with the one you're
Okay,
using.
roll the one more. Okay, I rolled a 4 on the 10. anything else I can add?
Would it add anything that Dagatha absolutely believes this is
wait,
real?
Wait. I
Like, real quick,
have
like
guidance. When I pushed him away, I cast guidance.
yes,
Nice.
yes.
Hell yeah!
Let me check something real quick.
1d4 on
Oh,
any
you.
ability check.
Oh, hold on, let me check something real quick.
I don't know if it's a compatible thing.
So, guidance in both 2024 and 2014 rules is a verbal and somatic spell that people can see you cast. This is, and Virginia would know this, I'm letting you know before you make this decision, this is a high magic setting where people would recognize what guidance looks like.
Is there any chance that I could try a sleight of hand to disguise it? Because she is a crime doer.
And that could be where Dagatha comes in, because it's like seeing two of your friends be like, ooh, she's like, ah! She didn't know
Okay.
about this part of it
Okay.
at
let's-
all.
Let's do this, because this is a very big risk. You have 2 of the 3 successes you would need to fully win over the crowd. If you roll and you fail, people will notice you tried to cast guidance and things will go very bad for your goal to win over the crowd. But if you succeed, because Garrick rolled 1 below what he needed, it will be an instant success.
Risk it.
Okay.
Risk it. Risk it. Risk it.
I require silence
Scotty,
from the
we're gonna
other
do it.
players and from Scotty as Eve comes to her decision.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Okay, you need to roll me a sleight of hand check. And I will make the DC now before you roll. What is your modifier to it?
I get a +5.
+5. You need to roll a 15 or higher.
Ooh, that's dirty
It is a
20,
15.
baby.
Oh!
15 on the dice.
All right, as you are dipped, you go to cast guidance. You hear in your brain Maverick go, looks like. As you go, but luckily, Dagatha saves the absolute day as she sees this, fully believes it, and swoons. Jess, would you be so kind as to swoon for me?
Oh!
Everyone looks to
Clattering of art, because she's covered in
Yeah,
art. So it's
I
like
feel like she
someone
goes to
dropping a whole
swoon.
bunch of pots and pans.
I feel like she goes to swoon and Molly instinctively tries to catch her and just gets squished.
No, Molly!
Mini Molly does it.
Yeah.
Minnie Molly tries to catch Dagatha, realizes she did not plan this. Everyone is distracted, allowing Eve to cast her bless.
Yes.
Oh.
No, it's Virginia casting.
Oh, Virginia,
guidance.
Sorry, Virginia.
Wow, wrong
casting
on both
guidance.
accounts.
Wow. This is not my day.
You're doing good.
Alrighty then. So, Mike, do you want to roll the d4 just to see what you get entirely? Because you do succeed now just from the
3.
+1.
So a
Got a 3?
total success of 25.
Okay.
Dang.
So, with a total success of 25, you sweep. You go up. You're able to hide the urge that you want to grimace and make yourself look uncomfortable. As people go, there's a pause. And then everyone who was a fan of the fan fictions written by one Mary Sue about Virginia and Garrick go, it was and oh, the author's name is Mary Sue. We're not questioning it.
Yeah.
Vergaric confirmed.
Very confirmed. Very confirmed. As-
Virginia's going, it's complicated. It's complicated. Don't get too
Virginia,
excited
you've
now."
lost full control of that
That-
narrative, but it
that's-
is towards
that
the
is
direction you
absolutely fine.
want.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine.
Fair.
As everyone who can read the crowd does read. Not everyone believes you. You are part of. It is part of the problem that even though it was a hastily written article, it is still from one of the most trusted news sources in the continent.
Oh yeah, no, that's why we have to destroy this man.
Yes, you do have to try to
In the
destroy him
narrative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
in the narrative. However, you do have enough momentum from the fan fiction, and I'm gonna be real. If you guys did not do all that stuff during the challenge, this would not have worked.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
so- Two things. When everybody's starting to cheer, we're going to take that momentum, stand Dagatha back up, even though. And then, since I'm. Garrick at this point is high on the party narrative, so grab Molly by the hips and throw them up onto the shoulder, strong arm, strongman style sort of thing, and it'll just wave to the crowd, and then pull Virginia in, sort of like at the hip, so that she's slightly off on her tippy toes to give that illusion of closeness.
Norm behind us in the window.
Yeah, just
Though not everyone in the crowd believes you, you have won over the fan fiction fans and shippers
Hey.
enough to where they can't control the crowd anymore and are forced to disperse. As you hear the Varric is real, Varric is real, as it continues off into the distance.
As the crowd is dispersing, Molly is going to shout out to Kelly, "Don't talk to the press while drunk. She's just going to tell them embarrassing stories."
As Kelly, who's the last one and also is cheering Varric is real, turns and says, "Molly, I already did a full interview." Roll me an insight check.
Oh, why am I rolling like this today? A 3. Although,
Oh, you think Molly-
personally...
You think Kelly just talked to a journalist who was also in the crowd?
Oh, yeah, no, that's kind of what Molly was assuming, yeah. She also, is pretty confident that, yeah, she's just going to tell them embarrassing childhood stories.
Bye, talk to you later. As she wanders off.
Nice
What was
seeing
that?
you. Nice seeing.
We are coming up on the end. Is there anything any of the players would like to do to close out the night?
Wrench still hasn't
Ended on a
eaten
high
that
moment.
What?
I'm good.
What was that?
What did Norm just say?
Wrench still hasn't eaten that tomato on his lapel. Just continuously thought broadcast. Yeah, you guys are getting this
Eat
for
the
2 hours.
tomato!
Yeah, you can have that tomato. All right, Vince is currently plotting on how he's going to get his ass kicked.
Okay.
Plotting to get my ass kicked. I'm plotting on how to avoid this.
Oh no, you're going to go get your ass kicked.
Does Norm wear armor?
Yes. He wears a chest plate and the belt armor and gloves.
'Cause I was thinking. And walks up to Norm. I've been thinking about that fight we had in the demon realm, and I'm wondering if you could wear one of them like a skin suit.
Yes.
Would you be protected from fire?
Oh. So, as my time
And with
as
that
a slime-
horrifying thought,
And that's projecting
We're going
into
to
everybody's
end
heads
the
for next
session.
hour.
we're going to just end the session there with that horrifying thought, as I need to come up with an answer to this question.
Perhaps with the right chemical treatment.
Also, you
right,
have
so-
to go to work.
Yes. Thank you all for
Yep.
listening. We for what's in the Nexus tournament. I'm gonna because Eve has to go. I'm gonna let her give her sign off first.
Uh, yeah, hi, I've been Eve, and you can find me over at Lawless Victory at the Blue Sky. That is Lawless is in crime, victory is in winning. I've got a doggy named Scotty. She's so precious and cute, but she's very annoying because she cries all the time. And, yeah. You can also find me every Saturday where I am playing a, crocodile barbarian named Stronger.
Yes.
Because she is no longer Carcass.
Oh.
You got lectured by mom.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Eve. Have fun at work.
Bye. And yes, we're gonna go take a big old
Bye.
poop.
All right. Up next is Mike.
I was playing the still exceptionally confused and not entirely sure. He's just going to keep doing what he's doing because he's not convinced that that's not the way he's supposed to do things. So the narrative is basically him just being a better version of himself, whatever that means. So, but as for me, you can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram and TikTok, CDN Captain America on Blue Sky and the other one. And you can catch me here in this channel, unless you want me to play in your channel. And I am mainly doing the running of the D&Ds on Saturday mornings and Tuesday evenings at 6 p.m. Pacific. 3 different games, all of them interwoven with each other in the same geographic area, and all of them trying to stop some nefarious evil from destroying the world. Beyond that, yeah, back to you.
All right. Up next is Jess.
Hi there, I'm Alejandro, and I'm cool and talented. I'm the GM. No, it always puts me in your square whenever Eve leaves. But no, I'm Jess. I am art fantastical on all social media. I'm a writer and artist. I have so much unfinished art, and now I have to draw Virginia Slim as Carmen Sandiego, like I have to. But you can find me here on alternating Mondays. You can also find me here on alternating Tuesdays in the game with Cap. Where I play a very different dwarf who's a professor, so it's the complete like 180 from Dagatha. And you can also find me over on the Graveyard Tape spinoff show, where we have a masked actual play called Queen City Supers, where we are superpowered teens at Superpowered Trade School, and we've just started season 2, and a lot is happening, and there's a lot of supervillains that we are not prepared to fight, and it's very, very fun. And you can find us over there.
All right. And John.
Hello, I'm John. I am far away from the mic right now so that I can be in frame. I was playing Norm, and similar to Jess, when I play in Mike's game, I am playing the polar opposite of this character, a self-assured dragonborn who thinks they're the smartest person in the room. Let's see. I also run several podcasts, or several games each month, 2 of which are on my own podcast, Bacon Flavored Pods, where I'm running a Manifest campaign called Shadows in the Bayou. It's a sci-fi Wild West horror setting. The other one, coming up this Friday, is Evil Rogues. I love genres. I just gotta cram in as many genres as I can. But yeah, Evil East Rogues is a beacon campaign set in the world of Final Fantasy XII. Let's see. On every other Saturday, I run a Fallout 2D20 game, Arc 55, where we are currently running through the Machine Frequencies pre-baked adventure before we get into the real stuff, so that we can kind of learn the setting. Alternating Mondays to this, I run a Pathfinder 2nd edition / Mechfinder campaign called Amber Hearts. Couple people here are there as well. It's weird. Would-be heroes is like one big Alabama family. I can say that because I have relatives in Alabama, and we make fun of them for it. My outro went off the rails. If you want to find me, I'm on Crim's Bacon on social medias. I'm tired. I'm very tired.
We can tell, buddy. Get some rest.
Tired.
No.
And finally, but certainly not least, Sonia.
Hello, I'm Sonia. I played Molly Tov, who unbelievably did manage to follow the whole concept of the narrative, although she is still convinced that the plan is to use the tournament winnings in order to agitate amongst the working class and encourage them to rise up against their oppressors. I've also got a kitty cat, Fiona. She's just hanging out with me here.
Cat.
Hell yeah.
And check out my comic, The Malison Hotel. It's also a comic about, some people that aren't terribly fond of the wealthy. And also there's lots of lesbians and a trans girl.
Alright. And with that, my name is Alejandro, also known as the Greedy Dragon. If you want to see more of me, next Monday I'm going to be playing as Taz, the Galoma war criminal in John's campaign Amber Hearts. And on Saturdays I also play as Priest, the disturbingly tall human with a dark, mysterious past, who is fully going to murder his party mates at some point. Other than that, will the team be able to fully reconstruct their reputation? They succeeded with the shippers, but it's the rest of them. Who and what is this mysterious show that they're going to have to be on the next day? And will Norm ever figure out what the narrative means? Find out next time on Nexus Tournament.
Yay!
Eh.
Bye!
We ready? We were ready.